Hello, namaste. How are you all? I am fine. Hope the same from your side. Many times we look around us. People are suffering from poverty. They feel that they want to overcome poverty. How to overcome this poverty? Because they are ready to work hard, they are want to come out of it, but they say that they can't. That is why today let us discuss about it. First of all, you should come out of all the bad habits you are having. Let it be drinking, smoking, drugs, whatever. Quit all the habits. If you are after the short-term success to gain money, that is online games, this and all, stop it. Such things will never bring you out of poverty. On the contrary, they will again and again push you in the poverty. That is why stop all those things. Always shortcuts are dangerous. So stop it. Then what you have to do then? Whatever work you are doing, work it with full concentration, focus. And very important is saving. Because you are knowing, even if you are having little bit, even if you save daily 100 rupees daily, 200 rupees daily, those who are earning daily, it will become a big amount by the end of the month. Then you can keep it as a fixed deposit, or you can invest it in a mutual fund or anything. Don't be under the impression what I can do by 100, 200 or 500 rupees. Even 100, 200, 500 per day or per month also make a big amount. So first of all, that is the first key, that you should start investing. Whatever the amount will be, whatever might be your monthly salary, daily wages, whatever, saving is a must. And second thing is, out of our income, at least 5% we should keep for charity. Then, from this charity you are knowing, even some of your friends or anyone asks for any help, you have to give from that charity amount. So even if they don't return you, you won't be worried, because that money itself you have kept for charity. Then you should have financial planner. Means you should have the budget every day for what you are spending. Daily write it. Daily write whatever you have spent. And by the end of the month, you will be knowing where unnecessarily spending you have done. If there is any unnecessary spending, then you can control it. So financial planner is a must. And what happens many times, when we go out, we spend unnecessarily. For example, advertisements are so attractive. So whatever we see, even nowadays you are knowing, sitting inside the house, just having the phone in your hand, you will be ordering. So when you look at nice, attractive things, you go on purchasing it. Or when we go out for any mall or outside, when we look at any, it looks attractive. It is not whether we need it. Even then, we buy it. So this unnecessary spending we should stop. then we should keep one emergency fund. Who knows, at any time somebody may fall sick, or you are knowing you may lose your job. At that time, there should not be time to buy from others, borrow from others. That is why keep one emergency fund. And credit cards, I tell you, they are going to finish you off. Why? Though you don't have money, you go on buying it, and afterwards you have to charge, if you don't pay it in time, 4% interest and all. And next is EMI. There are many youngsters, I have seen that they buy the things on EMI. Even mobile they buy on EMI. So don't do such mistakes. You can buy only either house or for the education of your kids. Only these two things should be bought on installments, nothing else. Be careful about that. For education, you are knowing it is an investment. And house, though you are using it for your living, even then you are knowing house, every one of us we feel like. And moreover, we will be having satisfaction of living in our own house. That is why only either for the education of the children or for the house you can take a loan and pay your EMI. Otherwise, you want to buy a phone on installment. You want to buy a vehicle installment. No. Save money. When you are having enough money, then only buy it. Otherwise, don't buy. Another thing is difference between the expenditure and income. You are knowing we should look at our income and then we should spend. Always our expenditure should not be more than the income. Then if your expenditure is more, find out some other side ways of earning the income. Let it be online or offline, doesn't matter, but right ways. You are knowing these side professions will help you to earn. And even you can have the passive earners as well. So study about this. So do some investments, or you can in due course have your side income. Start some of the things what you like according to your choice. Even many house makers I have seen running the business of selling saris, bed sheets, this and that. Some are running the beauty parlors. So you, according to your choice, your passion, you can even have some side income because of your passion. If you like to write, you can do writing. So if our expenditure is more than the income, then we have to look at the ways how I can increase my income. So to come out of poverty, it is not that much difficult, only you should be careful. You should be able enough to earn more, and spending, you are knowing we have to spend. It is not that we can't spend. Not only the necessities, there are wants as well for which may like to spend, and we have to spend. After all, why we are earning? For spending. But when we should spend, when we are having enough, then we should learn to earn enough. That is why find out some new ways of earning if your main profession doesn't pay you that much. So if we do this, I am sure we will be able to come out of poverty. Nobody will remain poor then, because you are knowing, if each individual comes out of poverty, even our nation will come out of poverty naturally. Have a nice day.